Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Ethan's Maths. Now I know what you're all thinking. Ethan, what are you thinking? 2 videos in one night? And to you I say, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't do maths, do you? Anyway, I'd like to thank everyone for giving me the Maths Vlogger Award. That's very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Also, to my old maths teachers, you know who you are. I recommend showing this to future classes. Yeah, get that YouTube revenue. Anyway, indices, right? What are they? Who are they? You know, what are you gonna do? Indices, Anyway, right. Indices? No, not processed cheese, you plonker. Indices, these things here, these little funny numbers, they look like that. So, alright, say you're in an exam and you come across an indice question. These are some examples of indice questions. These questions were taken from the EdXL GCSE Mathematics A Paper 1 non-calculator paper. So, for you guys out there, you've got to learn to do it without a calculator. Get off your phones, go outside, get off your calculators, alright? You've got to be able to do maths without it sometimes. Question 1. Simplify a to the power of 4 times a to the power of 5 and equals a to the power of 9. Right, okay, so you get that. What does it mean? What does it mean? Well, basically, it equals a to the power of 9 because b to the power of y times b to the power of f equals b to the power of y plus f. So the same thing applies here. A to the power of 4 times a to the power of 5 equals a to the power of 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5 is 9, so it's a to the power of 9. So that's how you'd conquer that first question. Now, Ethan, what about the other questions that you might encounter? Well, I've prepared a list of the indice rules that you need to learn. You need to learn these off by heart for your exams. So, say it's the same thing, but instead of a times, it's divided. All right. What do? Well, you take the indices away from each other in that one. If it's in brackets, then so say it's b to the power of y in brackets to the power of f, then you times the indices together. If it's b to the power of 1 to the power of minus 1, then you change it into a fraction. Any negative number, you always change it to a fraction. So it'll be 1 over b to the power of 1. So 1 over b to the power of x, and x is this number, whatever this number here would be. So if it was b to the power of minus 2, it would be 1 over b to the power of 2. So, and then you'd have to do 1 over b squared, and that would be the answer. But since it's the b to the power of 1, it'll just stay 1 over b. If you get something to the power of a half, then you square root. It's a square root of b. And if it was something to the power of a third, it would be the cubed root, and so on and so forth. So there's that. Don't tell me that that was too difficult, because it wasn't, was it? Anyway, moving on. Question 2. Simplify 45e to the power of 6, f to the power of 8, over 5ef to the power of 2. So this may all look quite confusing compared to the other question, but I can assure you, if you know your rules, you'll be able to fly through your exams, right? So 45. So I like to start with the big numbers first. So 45 divided by 5 is 9. So we got this whole thing out of the way. We can ignore these numbers now, and we can focus on the letters. Remember the rules from earlier. F to the power of 8 over f to the power of 2 equals f to the power of 6, because you're taking them away. You're taking them away, right? And the same thing applies here. E to the power of 6 over e to the power of 1 equals e to the power of 5. So you've taken 1 away from 6. That's an easy thing to get caught out on the exam, because it doesn't look. If you look at it quick, you'll think, oh, there's nothing there. There's nothing there, but it's actually that's to the power of 1, isn't it? Because it's one of them. So don't get caught out on that one. And eventually, the answer would be 9e to the power of 5, f to the power of 6. And last but not least, find the value of 9 to the power of a half. Now, we went through this one earlier on the rules, and all you need to do is square root 9, which is 3. And that is Indices. I've got a nice new channel picture coming up, which I think you guys are going to really like, and make sure you like, subscribe, and maybe, a comment wouldn't hurt once in a while.